If you listen to these takes and you're not, me, then you wouldn't maybe already know that a lot of this information is derived from like Bobby Hemmett and Brother Panic. I'm not saying that my views represent their views. I'm just saying the subject matter itself and the correlation between the Gotham or Batman, the Camelot Grailstone mythos, and the tablets, the Emerald tablets has already been made. Uh, I could actually hit that up right now. The underworld in the ivory tablets is the Amenti. The underworld in Camelot is the Sheol, and the underworld in Batman is the cave, the Batcave. Uh, if you look for a relevant correlation between Ra's al Ghul and Jesus the Nazarene, you might not find it. Uh, you have to actually include all of the characters, and the correlation just being that, you know, the uh, the character had a role play in a mystery system or of fantasy that they shared, and then it starts to go. If you go further back, it starts to go into mythology, and then if you come to the now, the reason why people are very contentious about a lot of this is because for them it's historicity. So and you can't say in every instance a person is wrong when they equate historicity to something sublime, or that they're the cause of the grotesque nature of the history that we have been inherited. Okay, so you probably are wondering why I'm saying all this. If I'm preaching to the choir, and you already know, um, but then it's just for me. There's actually a another agenda or an extra agenda that I'm not really invested in, and it just might come by a windfall. Where in the debating community is really not necessarily conducive to the information getting to everybody. Uh, like I know a lot of people are tired of the questioning of the purpose of existence, based on who should inherit, what, and who was the originator, who was there first, and all these things, right? But so, like, people who deal with Christianity don't want to deal anything with Arcturian lore because for them it's like it'll take you to hell. Okay, people who are in the conscious movement, black empowerment, conscious movement, are not dealing with the the status quo and systems of moral dogma. They're not fucking with it at all. But there are some virtues in observance to some tenets, some shalls and some shall nots, to where I can't say that I just won't fuck with people in a system of moral dogma because they inherit it the same way that we inherit all of the circumstances that we find ourselves living under, doing the best we can to eloquate what they are, to engage the natures, and to doing something about it, or as to say, aggregate solution for the world that we want to see ourselves living in. Um, And there are people that are very useful to uh, dispatching and expelling a lot of sinister forces in government who are uh, like ready to debate the Kemet people, the We Was Kings, and the running joke about We Was Kings. But the person that I got a lot of this information from is in the consciousness movement, but he, interestingly enough, deals. You would be surprised if you're in the prior to find out that the latter has also the reason why I know about Pat Buchanan. Um, uh, he'll say things that don't resonate, but he has the interest of protecting the conscious, and he doesn't relate the conscious to being black. He's the enemy of conscious people is unconscious black people, and um, there is a different. There's two conscious communities. There's a white conscious community and a black conscious community. Let's not be, you know, fake about it. They have a different take, and there are some things that, if I mention to, will be inflammatory. Hence, I have to wonder the purpose of giving people certain information. If I'm being petty, it'll mute the fact that the information might be correct, because you're coming incorrect by throwing petty assertions out there just to aggravate people, and then downplay, or I don't know, whatever. All right, so